Welcome to Phuket in Focus, and it's that time of the week again where the Phuket news is out and about, brand new issue, and we've got the managing editor, Simon Ostheimer. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
And just back from the printing press, you're just rolling and printing it out yourself as you do.
It's exhausting.
The headline story this week, and this is another one of those ongoing stories that we talk about in the paper and TV quite often. But this time, the taxi mafia, as we call them, has been, well, misbehaving in front of hotels.
Well, maybe taking it too far. But basically, there's now a coalition of 12 4- and 5-star hotels who basically have asked the local government to take action against the taxi mafia, as we say, who they think have been too aggressive in attracting business. So they've been hassling staff, they've been hassling the hotel guests, and they say enough is enough.
Also stories of these people pulling tourists out of taxis because they're getting into a competitor's taxi, and some pretty heavy-handed actions.
And you have to worry that it's going to go too far. When we were sort of reporting on this story, we actually went back to another case about a year ago, and there was a taxi driver, I believe in Kamala, and he went into a rival hotel. It wasn't his patch, went to pick up a passenger. They said, "Who are you? What are you doing here?" And then he denied that he was there to pick up tourists. Waited a little ways away from the hotel. The tourists came out, walked down the road, got into his cab. At this point, the rival taxi drivers who said it was their area went across and smashed his windscreen, and they tried to drag him out of the car as well, and then in the end he managed to drive away. So it's pretty serious.
Yeah, what's going to happen though?
Well, it remains to be seen. They've demanded action from the government. Now we have to wait and see.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Next story, we've got the Spaniards copying the Australians who were behaving badly last week. What do they do?
Yeah, well, this is a Spanish couple, and they've allegedly beaten up hotel security guards. What they say has happened is him and his girlfriend, the Spaniard, were becoming amorous on the beach. And apparently...
Becoming amorous.
Yes.
Go on.
Hedge terms. And a Katui, a ladyboy, apparently was watching them and filming them.
This is getting more interesting.
And they, obviously told him where to go. But when they finished, they went back to the motorbike that they'd rented, and all their belongings were gone.
Okay.
And then they thought that the security guards from the adjoining hotel were in cahoots somehow, and proceeded to attack him. And obviously the police came, put them in jail, and then the Spanish guy was that incensed he actually started smashing up the jail cell, which he will be charged for.
Katoi filming porno on the beach. Why didn't this end up on the front page?
It's all allegedly, so
yes.
It's a safe page 2 story.
We've got an amazing story this week. It's on page 5 of the paper, but this happened on Wednesday, and some incredible video of one of these buses losing their brakes down Patong Hill story, which seems to happen every week, but got some incredible footage.
Yeah, well, this is one of those stories that we wish we had kind of the Hogwarts-style newspaper where video could be put in print, and it's where the TV medium works better. But we reported on the story. It was a Pegasus-branded bus that went down Patong Hill, couldn't stop for whatever reason, slammed into a house. And then one of our readers online posted a video on YouTube. We immediately put that on the story itself, and as you say, just incredible footage of this bus just careening down this alleyway.
If you haven't seen it, here's a bit of it. The thing about that footage of that bus coming down the hill, those first images, is how the hell didn't they kill somebody?
Yeah, and it's not the first time that it's happened.
Yeah.
We're looking into it now, whether it's, we're looking into it, but we've approached Pegasus and also the bus operator to find out, is it the bus driver's fault? Is it a matter of the brakes? Is there some sort of technical issue?
One of your readers, in responding online, they said, air brakes just don't fail every 5 minutes like seems to happen on these buses.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Well, yeah, as I say, the cause remains to be seen, but it's certainly credible, and it seems to be happening rather a lot, and these are buses that should have the capability to be able to stop in time.
Okay, I can't read my own writing here. What does that say?
You put down twin cities.
Oh yes, the Twin Cities. We've had our governor. Sorry about that. The governor has just come back from Nice in France, which is apparently a twin city. I can think of so many similarities.
Yeah, well, he's done quite well, you have to say. I mean, there's a lot of places we could be twin with, and that you may never have heard of, but Nice is definitely one of the better ones. But yeah, he came back and he had obviously a successful trip, an enjoyable time, and did remark on the similarities. Obviously, they're a coastal city. They rely a lot on tourism as well.
Yes.
They're famous for their food. So although it may not seem on the surface that we have a lot to do with Nice, there are related things there.
And some interest apparently in linking up a direct flight from Phuket to Nice.
I'm sure it was discussed, but although the French market is not huge for the island, so I'm not sure if that's viable or not.
I'm thinking, who's going to be flying that? Air Asia or Air France?
But it is fantastic how many new international flights Phuket Airport is seeing, so it's great for us who live here.
Tell us about Super Kids, because it kicks off this weekend, and with the aquathlon. Aquathlon, I'm not sure how to say it, but I
think that's right.
We did our best.
It kicks off tomorrow. So this is something that we're sponsoring as a group, Classic Media, so parent company of the TV and the newspaper and the radio. Early morning tomorrow, and it's a dual sort of run/swim at Tanyapura. We'll have more to report tomorrow because we'll have obviously some report from the event itself.
Another great thing we've got at last is a surf report in the Phuket News.
Yeah, this is a local surfer, an Australian guy called Tim Campbell. People may know him from Skylar's Bar.
And the paddle. And
the paddle boarding.
Yes.
Stand-up paddle boarding. He's very into that. So he's now writing a weekly surf column for us, reporting on the ins and outs of the sport, etiquette, and also sort of local conditions and local happenings in that community.
Etiquette, don't pinch my wave.
Exactly. That's what this week's story is all about.
Here you go. This is the Life magazine, which is in the middle of each week's Phuket News, and on the front we've got a butterfly story.
Yeah, this is one of Jodie's stories. Interview with the head of owner of the Phuket Butterfly Park, which is a fantastic little place, not too far from the offices of the paper. I actually went here last weekend after reading Jodie's story.
Kids would love it.
Yeah, my almost 2-year-old son was over the moon.
Yeah.
Over the moon with it. So a great family destination, but kind of the story is about why is he doing it and where did he get the inspiration from.
A really interesting family story, that one, and a very interesting man, Jaipet, and get down to the Butterfly Park. And also the film review this week.
Yeah, well maybe you would like to tell me a little bit more about it.
Yeah, I wrote it up this week and it's about, have you seen any of the Hangover movies?
I've seen the first two.
You've lived them. The first two. Yeah, the second one was, I suppose, of specific interest because it was set here in Thailand.
And that's the reason that I watched it.
Yeah. I loved the fact that in the film they're driving down Koh San Road, they make a left-hand turn and they're in Phuket.
Yep. Yeah.
If only it was like that.
Very improbable, but...
Yeah. I thought it was a pretty good finish to the series. If you don't take them too seriously, they're just good fun films. They're a good laugh, and don't take your mother-in-law or the kids, but good fun.
Yeah.
Right, well that's about it. A brand new paper with the Phuket News and the Life magazine in between. It's out on the stands now at over
600 outlets and counting.
And another thing, talking about counting, is on the Phuket newspaper Facebook page. We've nearly hit an enormous milestone.
Yeah, very close to 10,000 now.
In less than 2 years.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Okay. No, well, thanks to everybody who supported us and clicked us.
Yeah, and you're probably watching this on Facebook now. Simon Ostheimer, thank you very much.
Thank you for having me, Tim.
Phuket News out on the stands. This is Phuket in Focus. Thanks for watching.